Nokia 6.1, the budget beauty is back with better hardware. The Nokia 6.1 is part of the second wave of the new Nokia smartphones, and it's time for the resurgent brand to prove that it can offer more than just a single hit of nostalgia. The original Nokia 6 got a strong 4-star review with some caveats, notably the slow charging and average hardware. When the Nokia 6.1 was announced, there was a lot of excitement among Android purists about the updated design, upgraded chipset and addition of fast charging. The price has had a little bump too. Before we get into whether it's worth the extra spend, it's worth mentioning that there's some confusion around the name of this phone. The company itself calls it the new Nokia 6 in some places, and Nokia 6.1 in others, including on the box. We'll be using both in this review, but it's useful to know because the Nokia 6, 2017, is still out there, and you'll want to double-check you are buying the newer handset before you pull the trigger. The new Nokia 6.1 price is $269, £229, Rs $16,999, about $420 Australian, which is slightly more than the launch price of its predecessor, $229, £200, $399 Australian. It's available from retailers in the US, UK and India, and will be coming to Australia and more regions soon. In true Nokia style, the Nokia 6.1 is built like a tank. The 148.8 by 75.8 by 8.6 mm, including camera bump, unibody is made from the 6000 series aluminum with flat diamond cut sides, rounded corners and a highlight color on the outlines. Our review model is the black, copper colorway, which is an innovative way to make yet another black rectangle look different, and classier, than its competition. There's also a gorgeous deep blue option with gold accents, and white, iron, which is a pale silver with a metallic reddish accents rather than the deep gray you might expect from the name. Presumably we're talking about oxidized iron, aka rust. Between the all-metal body and the thickness of the handset, this is a weighty piece of tech at 172 grams and feels reassuringly like it could handle modern life without being cosseted in a case. That said, after a couple of weeks of use and several drops, we have noticed a few small dings in the edges, so you might want to case it up anyway if you're a perfectionist about that kind of thing. Speaking of drops, the Gorilla Glass 3 covered screen is also built to last, sustaining no damage from our butterfinger tendencies. Note, not a guarantee. However, with its incredibly glossy, slightly rounded design, it does make the phone liable to fall straight off your desk if you put it face down. Face up it's fine and has plenty of grip, but if you're one of those people who flips your phone over for meetings, it might be better off in a pocket. It'll have to be a big pocket, though. The 5.5-inch screen and relative thickness at 8.6 mm means this isn't one of the sleeker phones on the market. That means it's not the comfiest to hold in your hand, either. Smaller pot humans might well find it uncomfortable for long stretches, and it's ridiculously easy to entirely muffle the solo downward firing speaker on the bottom left with the heel of your hand.